It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. Solid performance.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. Well, let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They go play action with Richardson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Richardson.
To him back at the 40.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down, Texans.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll take it inside the 25.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
2nd down, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Quez Watkins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, Richardson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. That'll bring up second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, with nothing doing on that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air with Richardson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Richardson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now Richardson.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sandbag at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. This is Swift on the counter.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Houston.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action. Claypool with another catch.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry up the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw. Richardson.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Mayfield.
He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Touchdown, Texans. Richie James, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. They can't tackle him. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Quay Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
An inside give, Brown. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Texans force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Open man right side is St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7. And the Texans first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9.
22-yard run. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Jalen Carter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now it's Richardson.
And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Richardson.
Get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the option left, Richardson.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
That is caught.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mayfield.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely...
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
In motion left is Thomas.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Now Mayfield.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Here's Baker. Has his man. That's James.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Mayfield to throw.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them out to the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's Richardson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra pick?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.